Issa Rae, welcome to the bright side.
Thank you so much.
We are so thrilled to have you. Okay, congratulations on one of them days. It's giving Friday, it's giving Baps, it's even giving a little super bad.
Let's go.
Right? And it chronicles this hilariously bad day through the eyes of two best friends. So I'm coming out the gate hot, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, come at me.
If your friends had to make a movie about a terrible day that you had,
God.
what would the title be and why?
What would the title be? Oh, man, that is hot out the gate. Probably... What's wrong with you? Yeah, it would be that. I get asked that a lot by my friend group, where it's just like either I could have done something better or like in an easier way, or I might say something ridiculous, or I might have said something to get myself in a situation. So what's wrong with you would for sure be the title.
I feel like that just sums it all up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a really strong title.
It's very victim blamey, but I accept it.
Okay, so Keke Palmer and SZA star in this film.
Mm-hmm.
They are the dynamic duo that we didn't know we
really
needed.
They really are. They're like a match made in comedic heaven.
Yes.
They have amazing chemistry. They're so dang funny together.
And the characters, I think, really facilitated that for them because Keke plays Drew, who's kind of meticulous and ambitious, and then SZA plays Alyssa, who's this aloof artist with a heart of gold. So are you more of a Drew or an Alyssa?
I'm definitely more of a Drew, but my Alyssa comes out on my like impulsive side. So I say I'm Drew by day, Alyssa by night in some ways. Because I get, Alyssa, she's just an artist. She just wants to be free. She's very, like, spiritually in tune. And sometimes when I want to be irresponsible, I channel Alyssa.
It feels like we're witnessing the birth of an acting career with SZA.
I hope so.
Right?
Yes, tell her that.
Is she fighting that?
This is her first, feature film. And she's incredible, and SZA wears her heart on her sleeve. She's very vulnerable, and she's also a perfectionist. She displays this via her music, and so she's very much in her head about like this entire thing. But she killed it. She should be in more things.
Well, we all loved watching her on SNL. I mean, I'm still singing Big Boy.
Yeah.
What surprised you most about her performance in one of them days?
Her improv skills, just how funny she is on her feet, and Keke is an improv master. She's just so hilarious. And for her to be able to go toe-to-toe with her in, like, responding and saying just off-the-wall hilarious things. Like, so many of the ad-libs in the movie so many of the lines in the movie on SZA's side and both of their sides are improv.
I heard that to bring in that sense of authenticity, y'all even invited, like, some members of the community to be a part of the production.
For sure, yeah. I mean, shooting in LA, it was important to make sure that with the movie set in LA that we were featuring the actual neighborhoods represented. And so on top of that, having Black background actors that were living in the neighborhoods to give it that extra dose of authenticity was, Lawrence's idea.
That also adds an unexpected element too, though, right? Like, were there any funny encounters that y'all had during production?
We had a lot of encounters. Honestly, there are some street rules in LA, and we follow all codes. We ask the proper permission, but when you're shooting on streets like Crenshaw, when you're shooting in the jungles, like, a lot of things go down. So we may have had some set incidents where we may have had to shut down early. We had a couple of misunderstandings, but that just comes with the territory of being LA, and again, being in the neighborhoods that we're reflecting.
Did the streets show love, though?
The streets showed love after the fact. They're like, oh, y'all good. We thought you didn't ask permission, but y'all good. Y'all good. Respect, love. And then, yes. And then neighborhoods. Like when we were shooting one of the scenes where SZA climbs an electrical pole, that was in a neighborhood. And people were coming out of their houses, excited, filming. And Katt Williams was there, so they were excited to see him. And it was so much love.
Okay, so Katt Williams, he got a mouth on him, right? Like,
He
you
does.
never know what's going to come out of that man's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Did you experience that in real life on this set?
He was interesting. He's the sweetest man on earth, and he was actually in character most of the time. So I feel like I got to talk to him as Katt Williams once or twice, and every other time was lucky. But he's a beautiful person, and is just like, he really is that figure that is just gonna warn you about incoming danger, and he served that role in the film as well.
The story of how this film got made is actually really special because it all started when you invited the screenwriter Sarita Singleton into your company, Color Creative, which is this talent incubator that you co-founded to platform creatives of color. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to see the fruits of your labor on screen?
I mean, incredible. This has been such a long journey. You know, this was a 6-year process from development, and probably even longer, to be honest. But to be able to have a first-time screenwriter have a theatrical debut in this day and age that gets to be shot in LA from her neighborhood. Also a first-time feature director, and for him to kill it, like, it's incredible to be able to, like, come this far and worth it.
And she was also a writer on Insecure as well, right?
She was a writer on Insecure. We have a long working history together. She was a writer on Insecure. She show ran rap shit, but this was all in the works during the Insecure kind of run.
Mm-hmm. So between rap shit, Insecure, and now One of Them Days, how heavy is it carrying the entire Black female friendship genre on your back? I mean, I'm amazed you can even sit up straight right now.
That's crazy. I love telling stories about Black female friends. I love watching them. There have been a few, I know, like 20s, Harlem, Run the World, R.I.P. You know, there have been a few, and I felt like we're just starving for those stories. The Girls Trip, obviously, is huge. But, like, I could watch these kind of movies all day because none of them are going to be the same. None of them.
Yes. Yes, because we're all so different.
We're all so different.
So, I know that you moved around a lot growing up, right? You lived in Maryland and Senegal, here in LA. I really related to a part of your story, which I haven't met many other people who have experienced this, but you actually moved back to LA.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Miami, and then I moved to Memphis, Tennessee when I was in middle school, and then moved back to Miami. And it threw me for a loop in terms of searching for belonging. I just didn't know where I fit in. It was so hard to, like, catch up and find friends. And I was just curious how those experiences of moving around so much shaped the importance of female friendship for you.
Tremendously. I don't know if it was the same for you, but, you know, like, moving schools, there is a sense of, like, oh, I have to start over every single time. Yes. And for me, sometimes it was like, ooh, let me try on this new personality. Let me try to be this new person here to make it a fun game. Not you identify.
I feel so attacked right now. The identity crises I have gone through.
So many identity crises. Oh. But I think about, like, I don't think I settled into who I was, ironically, till high school, because I feel like that's also a period of so much doubt. But middle school was freaking terrible for me. And by high school, I was like, let me just shut up, calm down, get straight A's, and get out the way. And that's when I kind of found my friend group. And I'm still friends with some of those people from high school to this day, because they allowed me to kind of be comfortable being me. And I'll never forget that. And we've also helped each other grow so much. And we take each other to task and are super honest with each other, which I love. So I'm here because of my female friendships.
Do your friends embrace your awkwardness?
They have to. They have no choice. It's like, to be versatile is to take that in. So yeah, they do, and I embrace theirs because they have their moments too.
I am just so grateful that you created Awkward Black Girl and Insecure on behalf of all awkward Black girls everywhere. It just felt so powerful to be seen and for, like, our awkwardness to be normalized. Are you in awkward recovery?
Am I in awkward recovery? I was thinking about this the other day, actually, because people always ask me, like, do you still feel awkward? And I'm like, I will for the rest of my life. But I think the difference is you become just, like, it's a part of me. Like, take it, you know? Yeah. I don't feel like it's a burden for others. There was a time where I'm just like, ugh, why do I have to be so uncomfortable? Because I'm making others uncomfortable. And now I'm like, that's their problem. It is what it is. And there's so much of, like, getting older where you're just like, these are my flaws, and
Yeah.
I'm embracing them. They're what make me me, and I kind of love them.
I have these awkward moments that I just replay in my head of like
I still do that. That's I hate living in an awkward loop.
I do
just
too.
That cringe loop of like, why did I say that? Why did I have, if I had just not, that
Yes.
is the worst feeling.
There is this scene that lives rent-free in my head. I was at this event in New York, and I was meeting these writers that I thought were so cool. And I threw up a high five in the middle of the conversation, and it was awful. I got so rejected, Issa.
Wait, they didn't even take the high
No,
five?
they did
There's
not.
some bitches for that. No.
They just looked at me like,
What was the context?
it was just, it was a moment of validation, of agreement, and I was rejected.
They're assholes for rejecting you because, and how many of them were they? Like,
There
they
was
like,
two. You know them,
jointly-
actually.
I do?
Oh, yes, they're famous.
They're in my circle?
I don't know if
Or
they're
I
in your
just know
circle, but
them?
yeah.
Okay, because I would never associate with people that would do that. Say it. Name them. Name them.
Absolutely not. I want to have a job. But honestly, this moment is very redemptive for me. So thank you. Okay, so this film, so much of your work is just a love letter to friendship. What are your friendship green flags?
Oh, friendship green flags. Women who love other women. I love people who want to go to just dinner and eat. When people want to have like a night, you want to just like chill. We don't have to, like that is not let's go out, but like you want to just do something low key. That language out, you want to just do something low key is my love language.
Yes.
Even just recently, friendship green flag. Oh, I'll take care of it. I got you. Oh no, I got
A friend said that to you?
Yes.
Not your man?
Wow. It might as well have been my man. Like I was like, oh, should I get a divorce? Should we just do this? Because it was like just so, wow, you're so thoughtful. I have a million friendship green flags, and yeah, it's always gonna be women for me.
What do you think your friends would say about you?
Oh,
Like how you're a good friend to them?
I'm a good friend to them. I'm definitely the gatherer. And another one of my friends, we were just talking about this the other day, like what we each bring to the friendship. And I am, according to them, the person who instigates in a good way,
Okay.
sometimes in a bad way, but in a good way, just us to get together and to have like experiences and adventures.
Yeah. I read something about your girl squad. We had Bosma St. John on the show recently, and she
Love
said
her.
that y'all are in a group chat, or at least you were at one point, called the West African Voltron.
I was in that briefly.
Okay.
Very briefly, because I was like, oh, y'all are way more West African than I am.
Oh, for real?
Well, yes, because they're like, I have to the point of that you mentioned of the like identity struggles. I love my Senegalese side. I'm Senegalese all day, but I haven't spent most of my life there.
Yeah.
As much as those women, and so I was like, oh, y'all got it.
I thought you were gonna say you left the group chat because you just can't handle group chats.
I
'cause that's
also
me.
don't like group chats.
No.
All of them are muted. Do you mute yours or you just leave?
I basically don't respond. I'm that friend
You're
in
that.
the
That's
I'm that friend in the group where like if we're organizing a girls trip, I won't say anything for 6 months, and then a week before I'll be like, all right, where do I need to go? What are the details?
I hate you. I know. As a planner,
That's fair. That's fair.
I hate you. But if it's like, because I'm like, I need to have give me something to do. The
Yeah.
group chat where it's just like, haha, and you get a million notifications because it's tap backs or whatever. I'm like, mute. I'll join in and laugh later. I don't need to do this in real time. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to just be chatting all day.
Yeah.
But if we're doing something and it's details, I hate when my friend is like, okay, what's the information? And it's like, if you had just been paying attention.
No, but okay, Issa, here's the thing. I can't scroll through 60 texts to go back to the
I
information.
understand.
It's lost. It's
I
lost in the
understand.
canon of the text.
That's what email is for. Like,
That's true.
the group chat is to get the initial planning, who's down, and then you send an email to be like, these are the details. So
Yeah.
that's fair. I forgive you.
Thank you. This has been a really full circle healing conversation. So, in the spirit of one of them days, I am dying to know, what is the most chaotic night out on record that you had with the Insecure cast?
Oh man, I can't even say it. It's tainted.
Can you redact certain
a bit?
details?
Yes. You know what? Yeah, I mean, it was a rap party, and we went to many other parties afterwards. And a bigger party, and it was fun. I can't, sadly. It's a wrap.
How late did the night end? That's all I need to know.
It didn't end that late, but it was more about, like, we were all together and just having a good time. Probably, like, 1 or 2, because I can't. I'm not a 4 a.m., 6 a.m. girly. It really has to be a special occasion.
Yeah.
But it was just... Like, I love hanging out with them, and we will find it. And Jay, who plays Lawrence, he rarely goes out. Like, it's like pulling teeth to get him to go out. He showed up to my yacht party, like, the first year and then never came. And then occasionally, when he's ready to go out, it's like, oh, we got to make this an occasion. So him being out was exciting.
And whenever that friend who never comes out, it's like, oh.
Yes, we're rallying. And it has to be a good night,
yes.
You know?
Okay, I got to know about these yacht parties. I know you just had a big birthday. Did you?
I'm about to have a big birthday.
Oh, you're about to?
Well, now it's scheduled because, yes, I'm about to have a big birthday.
Okay. Are you getting drunk on a boat this year?
I want to, but where I'm going apparently has rough waters, and my friend sent me a video of, like, the housewives struggling on a boat, and he was like, this about to be us if you have us on a boat on your birthday. No. So, I guess not. I was just on a boat in Greece recently, so I kind of got my boat fixed. So, but I will be by water. That's essential.
Okay, yes. Yeah. I'm catching on to a theme here. Boats, water.
I love it. Like, that's peace.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way.
And
okay.
you're from Miami, so I get it.
I know.
Like, you have to love boats and water.
I'm a water baby. I'm gonna get real deep for a second. Is that cool?
Oh, God. Okay, sure.
And then we'll go back to laughing, I promise. So I'm rewatching Insecure to prepare for this interview, right? And I'm haunted by this one line in the pilot. The line is, what would life look like if you really went after what you wanted? Something like that. And I'm curious, what was the moment when you decided to really go after what you wanted?
I think for sure in releasing Awkward Black Girl, because that was really scary for me. But even then, I still had the crutch of other jobs. I think when I finally just quit my job to pursue whatever this was gonna be, I got a manager, I got representation, and I thought that meant, like, oh, I'm about to be making money because I'm signed. And so I was like, bye job, and then I was not making money, and that was really hard for a while. But I was like, I'm going full throttle, like, I'm going after this. By that time, we were about 5 episodes in, and it was getting traction, and I was like, I just want to devote my time to making this and see where it leads. And if I didn't do that at the time, I was also just about to try to, like, before I released Awkward Black Girl, I was gonna kind of give up on living in LA and try to move to Senegal and try to start, like, their music videos were always trash. Like, they didn't have good production value. So I was like, well, maybe I can go out there and become a director and try to, like, make something of myself out there. And then I was like, let me just try this Awkward Black Girl thing, and that popped off. So that was the beginning of going after what I wanted.
And what was the job that you quit?
I was working with March of Dimes, helping babies. Okay. They didn't need me.
I mean, you said that as if it was like that's a beautiful
That I left them behind? I left them behind.
No, you didn't. They're gonna be fine. They got lots of great movies and TV shows to watch now when they grow up.
Thank God. To say something. Yes, let's hope.
Yes. I realize now why that was not an appropriate thing to say. Hence the awkward black girl admission from earlier. Okay, we're gonna scrap that.
Yes, please.
Oh God. At least I feel safe. This is a safe space. I feel like I can be awkward.
I'm right there with you. Please.
Okay. Clean slate. Okay. I actually heard you say once that cutting off your hair, like doing the big chop, right around that time when you launched Awkward Black Girl, was really transformative and liberating for you.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I recommend that for everyone.
Well, I'm
honestly.
thinking now, maybe I need to chop all my hair off.
Honestly, every person I know that has chopped their hair off, their life has changed. It really is just a different energy. You just, it's a cleansing of sorts. And because you're bald or fade, whatever you have, like, there's a bravery to you. And it feels like you're almost, you're dared to be a new person.
Yeah.
And dared to go after what you want. Because it is such a bold thing. Like, so much of our identity is wrapped in our hair.
Yeah.
And so when you shed that, you're just like, oh, what else can I do? What else can I shed?
Yeah.
And that's been, that to me has been the most encouraging part of the head shave. It's just, I became who I wanted to be.
There's something really liberating, too, about not presenting for the male gaze. You know?
Yes, I definitely had a boyfriend at the time who was like, don't do it. Don't. I was like, excuse you. I'm about to do this.
I'm gonna do it.
And then he eventually loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. Issa, you have so many talents and skills. What do you think your creative superpower is?
My creative superpower, I think, is... I think it's a specific POV. It's a lens. Like, I think I'm really good at seeing, like editing in real time and determining how something will play out. And yeah, I think that I think I have a good comedic sensibility.
Is there an aspect of your superpower that you feel like you haven't tapped into yet, or you're looking forward to exploring?
So many. Like, and I don't know that they're superpowers yet. I just want to find out. But there's so many things that I have not done. Like, I haven't really explored the drama side of like the behind the scenes work and even creating or producing. There's so many different genres and worlds that I want to play in, and I just want to know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. And ideally, I'd know that privately, but now I'm at a stage where, like, so much of what I do is public and up for scrutiny, and that's the scary part, where it's like I can't just do a little web series and some people watch it, and if it sucks, nobody will know. Now, if I try something new, then I'm, like, held to a specific standard, but I kind of have to get over that fear and just do it.
Yeah, that's a great point, because it's like, where's your sandbox now, or where's your place for experimentation?
It's really just, it's all private, and even then, I've never really written and shared work except when I have to, so it's, I don't have many areas for experimentation. It all stays in my head.
But why not just trust yourself, though?
I do to a certain extent, but sometimes you need also resources to make things happen. So, like, even if I wanted to play in this world, like, even if I write something, then it still has to get made. Like, there's certain things, of course, I can fund myself if it on a smaller scale, but yeah, I do trust myself to an extent, except if I'm paying for it myself. That's more risky.
Yeah, totally. That's very real and relatable. Well, I think you've got this other superpower, which is your entrepreneurial and nonprofit efforts. And I am a native Angelino, even though I grew up in Miami. I was born here, spent a lot of time in, like, Baldwin Hills when I was growing up. So I was really excited to talk to you about your real estate development work in South LA. And I know I honestly had no idea how much you were investing into infrastructure in Black communities. You're part of Destination Crenshaw, which is a new hub for Black culture, community, and economic development. You have your ownership in Hilltop Cafe, Somerville Restaurant now, which is providing job opportunities for folks in the community. And I just think about how there are hundreds of well-resourced actors in this town who don't give back to our city the way that you do. What has this city given to you?
I think, to be fair to them, this is, like, I grew up here. So, yes, I grew up in Baldwin Hills, in View Park, in South LA, and, Spent a lot of time in Inglewood because my grandparents lived there and lived there myself. And I just love where I'm from. And I think there's just, it comes from a natural want of these spaces in my own communities that I love so much. I think if you don't have an attachment to LA in that way, then, why would you feel compelled to invest? But I know of other people doing it in their own community, like whether it's in Detroit. Like I think about Lawrence being from Detroit and all the, he's contributed there. And, I think it just depends on your love of where you're from.
I will defend LA to the day I die.
Same, easily.
I hate whenever people, I'm not even going to say I hate because it doesn't bother me anymore, but whenever people trash LA, I'm like, you just don't get it.
I have a friend that is from LA, but just moved to New York, and he's just like, New York is so much better than LA. Oh my God, LA has no culture. And I'm like, calm down. Like, you're going through your little New York, you're in New York in your 30s, you're like, oh wow, this place is magical, and you don't have to do that at the expense of LA, because LA has all that. You just never been there. You've never been to the right parts.
Exactly. And good luck being in your 30s in New York.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. That's for your 20s. Okay. Okay, I have one last question for you. There's Issa Rae IRL, and then there's like Issa Rae on the internet. And I feel like Issa Rae on the internet is like this larger than life figure because there are these trending sounds that you have become known for, these iconic sound bites. Like there's one that came into my feed the other day. It's the one that goes like, you wake up in the mirror and you realize these other bitches ain't even close. Do you have a favorite Issa Rae meme or trending sound?
I don't know what's trending. I don't know. I know that Me Season, that was like the only thing where I know like, this became a thing, and that cracked me up. And even Rihanna responded to that, because the second half of that was like, it's Me Season unless Beyonce and Rihanna release something. I was begging them not to release something. So Rihanna was like, don't worry about me, sis. I'm not releasing nothing. I was like, yay, but but I guess that, I don't know what else is out there. I love that people claim a season as their own.
Yes. Okay, so as you enter into this big birthday, what season are you in now? What era are you in now?
I'm trying to be in fine 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just that's what it's about to be. Unapologetic. Like the aspirational version of myself that I want to be. Maybe I am going to dress up to go into work. Nobody hold me to that. But maybe I'm going to be who I envision myself being in my head.
Wait, what do you normally wear to work?
Jeans, t-shirts, sometimes sweats if I know nobody's gonna see me.
Never change, Issa. Never change. Thank you so much.